Today, for Devotions with Daniela, we are reading from a future book of Daniela, a project called Un American, a second memoir project that I worked on after finishing Uncultured, which is my story about groups growing up in cults and going into the military. I got some information that changed everything. And so I had to write a new story, this time looking at power, privilege, otherness, whiteness, and what it means to be an American. This is chapter 7, Beautiful, and it is 2003 in Guadalajara, Mexico. Later at a commune in Guadalajara, I'm allowed to go to a performing arts program that has donated tuition. This chapter is called Beautiful. What adults think is a way to get a sulking teen and annoying 7-year-old out of the house is actually another opportunity for me to be alone with my thoughts and out in the wider world. Everyone in this program is Mexican, but they are the rich and privileged Mexicans, many of them with skin almost as white as mine, though the blonde hair still makes me stand out, not to mention my very old and unstylish used clothes. This is the closest I've ever been to being in a social setting with systemites, especially without any adult supervision. I'm very nervous and I hardly know what to say. It's not that the Spanish is challenging, it's way easier than Portuguese. But I literally don't know how to talk like a normal person. When I get in front of the room to act a part, to sing a song, onto the dance floor with the rest of the girls, I feel free. This is the first time in my life that I'm performing for nothing, for myself, for my own benefit, my own practice, for something that might resemble joy. The assignment for today was to pick a song to lip sync to in front of the group. When the teacher first gave it to us last week, I was terrified. What song would I sing? I barely knew any Systemite songs, and it would be way too weird to bring in a family song to sing, though certainly the uncles would expect me to, if they knew. The other kids already probably thought I was weird enough. I thought back through all the busking songs we did, when we sang a few popular songs in English to get people's attention. I chose the song Beautiful by an American girl named Christina Aguilera, who I knew nothing about. I didn't even know what she looked like. Standing in front of the other students, I feel exposed, more than I ever do busking on street corners. This is a different kind of performance. The instructor told us to bring our whole selves to it. And what terrifies me the most is that I don't even know who that whole self is. I close my eyes before I begin, whisper, "Look at me," right on cue, like a prayer, and they do. Every day is so wonderful. I start, a placid smile on my face, letting Jesus' love shine through my eyes, or whatever nonsense the adults say to us when they want us to perform. And suddenly, it's hard to breathe. I sing, and the words become reality. My throat constricts as it hits me. This song is about my life. Every day, pretending things are wonderful when I'm struggling to survive. Maybe the students see what I want them to see, an attractive, smart, happy missionary girl who lives in a nice big house in an important part of the city. Maybe they really are as lost and doomed as I have been told they are. Maybe we are better, righter, the only ones who really understand God. When I fake belt out, "You are beautiful" in every single way, the words feel more true than anything I've been taught in the family. And somewhere in the song, I realize that maybe I believe my own performance, that somewhere in it there is truth, and a place I can go, and a place I can let go of the worst parts of myself. I looked slowly from face to face, locking eyes with each student, looking for something that I might think is beautiful about each of them. And to my surprise, I can. And as they stare back at me, I wonder what they are seeing behind my carefully made up face. And for the first time in my life, I feel like it might be something real that is beautiful too. I am watching myself from somewhere, suspended. This girl and her broken life that she is convinced is no longer worth living. And I see someone beautiful. I see a whole room full of other beautiful people. And I know that beauty has nothing to do with our twisted version of God, but everything to do with ourselves and who we choose to be. These systemite kids are not evil. They're not other. And I realize I want to get to know them. All these people I grew up mocking and calling evil. It was always us versus them, and our group was always the right one. What if we weren't? What if we never have been? By the end of the song, I am crying, and other people are crying too. Soon I will have to go home, disappear again from the real world, back behind those commune walls. The teacher looks at me quizzically when I finish and says, Nadie canta así sin dolor. Nobody sings like that without pain. And I go back to my chair, pondering all of the pain of my short life that I apparently let everyone see out there. Something opened up inside me, and I know it is never going to close back up again. And I wonder, is there anything I can do without pain? By the time I get on the bus to go home, I have made my decision. I'm not entirely sure how I'll manage it, but I'm going to leave the family. Soon. I always thought I'd need to wait till I was 18 because I don't have anyone on the outside. Now I know I have to go because somehow I'd opened up the box inside of myself where I'd been locking all of my feelings that were too strong to feel. And there is no way I'm going to survive 3 years if I have to stuff them back in again. I'll have to do something bad, really bad. If they think there's even a chance of saving me, they will try, even if it kills me. But if they believe I'm evil, they'll cast me out in a heartbeat. I'll lose everyone I know and every friend I ever had, even if I have to do it completely alone. It is a price I'm willing to pay for freedom. You can listen to the entire Un American 6 hour preview of this future project on my Matreon.